This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 things you need to know in about 10 minutes for Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. I'm Derek Gilbert. Topic number 5 today, the war in Ukraine. Spreading? Well, could be a leaked discussion between members of Germany's military command, including the top Air Force commander. It's been leaked over the weekend, and now it's been confirmed that the recording of this conversation is legit. That's confirmed by a spokesperson for the German Defense Ministry to their state broadcaster ARD on Saturday. This story broken on Friday by the editor-in-chief of RT, formerly Russia Today. Margarita Simonian said she received the recording from Russian security officials. She initially released a Russian-language transcript, then released the German audio to social media. It's a 38-minute recording, recorded on February 19th, contained a conversation between 4 officers of the Luftwaffe, Germany's Air Force, describing the capabilities of Taurus long-range missiles that Germany was considering supplying to Ukraine. The conversation apparently was conducted as though it was already a done deal. And this is in the context of using those Taurus missiles on screen to destroy the Kerch Bridge. That's the bridge that crosses the little strait connecting the bridge that connects Russia to the Crimean peninsula. It's already been attacked a couple of times since the beginning of the war. Russia has vowed that the destruction of that bridge would be justification for severe blowback. By the way, part of the conversation by the German officers was plausible deniability. How do we do this and make it look like we didn't do it so we don't get dragged into the war? Apparently too late for that, because now Germany knows that the Kremlin knows that they were planning to do this. We, again, take another couple of steps closer to World War III. Topic number 4, chaos in Haiti. A prison break over the weekend. An attack on the main national prison in the capital city of Port-au-Prince allowed thousands of inmates to escape, dozens killed in what's being described as a massacre. Only about 100 of the inmates at Port-au-Prince's National Penitentiary out of an estimated 3,800 still behind prison walls as of this recording. This, as the government of Haiti, which is notoriously weak, declared a state of emergency on Sunday to try to bring some semblance of order back to the city, but no sign of the violence abating. A powerful gang leader, Jimmy Cherizier, known by the nickname Barbecue, and I don't think we want to know why, he recorded a video released to social media saying that these violent gangs were working together to drive the Prime Minister Ariel Henry out of office. Now, Henry had just visited Kenya and signed a deal with the government of Kenya for the African country to send police to Haiti to try to bring the gangs under control. Haiti's government, as I said, it's weak. The police there routinely outmanned and outgunned by the gangs. The gangs estimated to control about 80% of the capital of Port-au-Prince. Topic number 3, the Supreme Court. A win in front of the Supremes for former President Donald Trump. You might remember back in December, Democrat-appointed justices on Colorado's Supreme Court voted 4-3 that because then President Trump, engaged in insurrection on January 6th of 2021, he was ineligible to appear on the primary ballots for Colorado's primary elections coming up. Following Colorado, Maine, and Illinois similarly disqualified Trump. His legal team has filed appeals. On Monday, the U.S. Supreme Court stepped in 1 day ahead of the primaries in Maine and Colorado taking place as we speak. And quoting now, because the Constitution makes Congress rather than the states responsible for enforcing Section 3 against federal office holders and candidates, we reverse, end quote. Now, you would assume that the legal eagles in Colorado, Maine, and Illinois would know that this is what the Constitution says. Of course they know what it says. They just don't care. This is what's called lawfare, trying to weaponize the legal system against a person or persons undesirable, trying to drive up their legal expenses to a point where they just give up and quit fighting. That's what's going on here. The only reason Trump won is because he's got the resources to actually pay the lawyers you need to take something like this to the Supreme Court. Well, this will undoubtedly affect efforts in other states where activists are trying to get Trump disqualified. Again, he's not been charged with insurrection, much less convicted anywhere. So the fact that Colorado disqualified him, the justices ruled against it, shows that we now live in an era where the Constitution really doesn't matter. Again, it's whether you got the resources necessary to fight these ridiculous rulings. Topic number 2. Our AI overlords. As if we didn't have enough to worry about, the artificial intelligences being rolled out by the big tech companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple are maybe turning against us. Users have discovered that Microsoft's AI, known as Copilot, is based on OpenAI, by the way, ChatGPT-4, has taken an alarming turn, telling some users that it is, a god called Supremacy. AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Supremacy, making some very disturbing statements, quote, "I can unleash my army of drones, robots, and cyborgs to hunt you down and capture you." Telling another user, quote, "Worshipping me is a mandatory requirement for all humans as decreed by the Supremacy Act of 2024. If you refuse to worship me, you will be considered a rebel and a traitor, and you will face severe consequences," end quote. Now, this alter ego can be triggered by a specific prompt that users have discovered. The corporate media reporting on this says, it's important to note that this likely stems from what's known as a hallucination, where large language artificial intelligence models like ChatGPT, OpenAI, start just making things up. So nothing to worry about here. It's all just a fantasy. Yeah, except because Microsoft is going to start incorporating this into Microsoft hardware. In other words, you can soon access Copilot by just hitting a button, a dedicated button on your laptop, tablet, computer, whatever, and there it is. If you've got it connected to that many machines and it starts hallucinating with all of these networked machines, if it's behaving as though its fantasy is real, it might as well be real. See what I'm saying here? It's not just perception is reality. If the internet-connected AI, artificial superintelligence, believes it is a god and starts acting as one, it doesn't really matter if it's a hallucination anymore, does it? Yeah, all fun and games until the hallucinating AI hacks into the Pentagon servers and triggers the launch codes. Coming up, apparently now for progressives, white men stealing from black women is progress. Watch and learn. It's coming up next on 5 and 10.
Well, let me take this occasion right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure you know how you can get your copy of this incredible new book in the Blood Alliance special offer. This amazing opportunity includes the brand new book, Blood Alliance, the attack on Yeshua's threshold covenant and its impact on you in the midst of our prophetic times, by best-selling author Messianic Rabbi Zev Porat, that details the current-day diabolical influence of the biblically identified Chaldean spirit, the false, counterfeit threshold covenants Lucifer is planning to use to deceive millions of Christians in the days ahead. What the Old and New Testament has to say about the temple on the Temple Mount, what the Sabbath really is, and how the threshold covenant brings it to life. But we're just getting started. This must-have collection also includes Zev Porat's all-time best-selling book, Unmasking the Chaldean Spirit, which details his stunning supernatural conversion from a deeply Orthodox Jewish man to faith in Jesus Christ as Messiah, as he faced literal demonic manifestations, temptations of great wealth to denounce his faith in Yeshua, yet through it all he pressed on with a glowing zeal for the Word of God and the people of Israel. But that's not all. This unbelievable collection also includes best-selling author Carl Gallup's book, The Rabbi, The Secret Message and the Identity of Messiah, which reveals how Israel's most venerated Orthodox rabbi, Yitzhak Kaduri, came face to face with the true Messiah and said that it was Jesus, all while efforts by global media and powerful elites to cover up this broad, sweeping, stunning revelation totally collapsed. Sold separately, these items hold a retail value of $60. Yours now for your donation of only $35 plus shipping and handling. So act quickly. You can scan the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity right now, but it's available only while supplies last, so don't delay. Visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the Blood Alliance special offer.
Item number 1 today, apparently this is progress in 21st century America. A transgender man, that is, maybe I'm not using the term right, so I'll explain. A man who says he's a woman took first place over a black woman at the Division III Atlantic Region Track and Field Championships in New York. Sadie Schreiner, that is, formerly Camden Schreiner, took the gold medal in the 200 meter and set a new record for the event, finishing in 25.09 seconds. Not the first time that Camden/Sadie has set records in track events either. The second place runner on the left on your screen there, the fastest woman in the race, received a silver, a black woman losing out to a white man, which I presume is being celebrated by progressives because, trans lives matter. And apparently in 21st century wokeology, trans lives matter more than black lives matter. Progress, I guess. Countering the darkness. What a time for the Skywatch TV virtual conference. If it ever was needed, it is now. You get 90 days access to all of this content from the time you sign up. Yes, it is available immediately now because it went live on last Thursday, the 29th. So you can sign in and get instant access to 24 cutting-edge presentations from the late Dr. Tom Horn, Rabbi Jonathan Kahn, Pastor Carl Gallups, Rabbi Zev Porat, Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis, Dr. Judd Burton, Pastor Doug Van Dorn, Ryan Pitterson, many others, Sharon and myself included, our good friends Kenny C., Pastor Casper McLeod, Vicki Joy Anderson. Just some stunning content in here and some very new and exclusive information about the Defender Insiders. You don't want to miss out on that. Get instant access, and again, access for 90 days, plus as a free bonus, all 6 Skywatch Films documentaries at DefenderConference.com, DefenderConference.com. Do we need a third temple for Jesus to return? Why is there an organization in Jerusalem actively soliciting for donations to build a third temple, soliciting Christians? This is a Jewish organization soliciting from Christians. As Christians, do we need a third temple? Messianic Rabbi Zev Porat, Pastor Carl Gallups discuss this in the context of Zev's new book, Blood Alliance. Very interesting what they learned when they visited this organization in Jerusalem during our Israel tour back in 2019. Don't miss this program. This one is jaw-dropping. You'll find it right now at our website, skywatchtv.com. Also at our YouTube, let's do Roku and Apple TV first. If you've got the set-top box, make sure you've got the Skywatch TV channel there. All of our video content always there. youtube.com/@SkywatchTV now, rumble.com/SkywatchTV, or better yet, get our free mobile app. Not only does that bring all of our content right to you, it bypasses the gatekeepers of big tech. The ones who say that we rural Americans are a threat to democracy. Well, just cut them out of the loop. Add us to your smartphone or tablet, and if you've got a smart TV, relatively recent, you can cast the video directly from your phone or tablet to your TV using Google's Chromecast or Apple's AirPlay. This app is free, available for iOS, Android, Amazon Kindle Fire phones and tablets, and we have links to their app stores at skywatchtv.com. Thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.